It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups, that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
This tournament, it's great competition. I mean, you just have to work. All these teams belong here. All these teams work to get here.
So the competition was fantastic from start to finish, and when you get to play in a facility like this, it makes it even more worthwhile traveling the 6.5 hours to get here.
We sacrificed a lot, time, and like our summer. So I really think that if we keep with that, we'll be on pace for a great time at Nationals.
Just an overall great performance. Came out in the second half, was able to close it out and get that regional victory that we wanted.
Benefits of this level are huge. The college exposure is second to none for these guys. They're all able to get recruited and achieve the goals that they want to when they set out to actually sign up to play club sports and make a team. They're able to get those opportunities.
I think having something to play for is a real benefit to these girls, not just showcases, it's competition. Everyone wants to win. You play competitive sports because you want to win.
We made it to Nationals, and that was amazing because we were one of the best, I think at the time it was 4 teams. It was a round robin, actually. So it was the best 4 teams in the whole nation. And so we thought we were just the next best thing since sliced bread. And I think that playing in that tournament was so surreal because you played against other club teams that were so good and at the same level as you that you don't necessarily always get the chance or opportunity to play against, which was so great for us because we were like, wow, these girls are like just as good as us, if not better, and we have to compete at the highest level and play these 3 games, or at that, it was a round robin, so we played the 4. But still, that just reminds me of how competitive I was and my teammates were at that age, which also I think helped me get to the next level. And being that competitive at the club level, I mean, has only helped me, continue to grow in my competitive spirit and level that I'm playing at right now.
The national championships was really, really special. I think that was like the biggest thing I had really won, and that's kind of for youth soccer growing up, that was kind of the ultimate prize. And I think we were always super ambitious in achieving that and to have that happen. And I think what's so special about youth soccer is that it's really your family. The girls that you grow up with become like your sisters, and you do everything, and there's just like such a strong camaraderie there. So to play with a team that you've played for a while with, and with these girls, it's a very special feeling to win something like that.
Those were really great moments because at such a young age, I feel like I was competing for something and really working hard to, perform for my team. And it was no longer just about, whatever the result is the result. I mean, at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. But that was probably the moments that I was like, whoa, we got to win. We got a state championship on our hands that we could actually bring home. And I think those are really cool moments because, you remember a lot of the times that you win. You try to remember the losses as well because you do learn from them. But at the same time, you want to remember the wins that you have. So state championships were definitely a really important part of my memory.
Our state cup was fun. My team was very competitive. I mean, we had a lot of competition as well, but I can't remember how many we won. Maybe 9, I think, is what we counted with our team, which made it so much fun. That was always like the big goal at the end is win state cup, go to regionals, and go to nationals. And we always fell short going to nationals, which still hurts today to even talk about. But I had so much fun in those tournaments, and my team made it even 10 times better to be a part of.
I get to play now in front of huge crowds and with all this spotlight and attention, and I don't think I'll ever have that feeling that I did going through my U14 national championship. I remember winning state cup. I can tell you how I scored, what the score was. I remember going to Hawaii. That was our regionals, Region 4, and I remember that national championship. And I think that it stays with me so much because it was about camaraderie. It was about growing and learning who you were and, making these lifelong bonds.
Well, this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team, and they had a lot of speed. And so we weren't ready for that, and they kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. We made a few mistakes in the back, and then they came back and tied it up, with 7-8 minutes left in the game. But it was a battle. They are a very strong, competitive team. It's a sweet victory because they really deserve it. The girls were tired, they were weak, and they dug really deep. They really did. They really, really fought for it.
Everyone wants it so bad that we all get better from each other. No matter the win or the loss, we all want it. It's the best feeling. I've dreamed about this for a long time. It's so exciting to be here.
Very tough game. We had to go into extra time to decide the champion, and our boys stuck it to the end, and were able to come out with a victory today.
It's just an amazing feeling knowing you score the winning goal for the team. We work so hard for this, and we all deserve this.
Regionals is where you find the best state champions come and they give you a run for your money.
I think soccer in a whole creates a family. The bake sales, the car washes, the raising of money, it brings all of us together, and we are one, and on to nationals.
Actually went. And welcome, folks. Day number 3 here from the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. We have a 17U boys matchup here. Two teams pitted against one another from across the nation. Santa Clara Sporting Team from the green, white numbers taking on the Arlington, Virginia squad. And they are in the blue with red numbers, little white trim. And we are here for the 7 a.m. matchup for you out in California. That's not just breakfast time. I think it's pre-breakfast. And appreciate you being here with us. The fans on the far side looking right into the rising sun. And we will see the action here before us. We'll give you the two teams, the head coaches of these teams from Santa Clara Coach John Azevedo with his team of, as we said, in the green and white, black shorts on the other side for Coach Eddie D'Souza. Arlington SA red, and they are in the blue, have the red numbers, little white trim. And so we are about ready to start here. We've had the national anthem. These two teams come in. Santa Clara right now is 0-1-1. They lost to OK Energy. They tied the Michigan Jaguars. That was a 2-2 match. On the other side for Arlington, come in with a 1-1 tie against the Jags out of Michigan, and a 3-0 victory over OK Energy. That game featured a hat trick by Joseph Core. So we will see the teams prepare here, and I will give you the names of our officials. In the middle will be Hector Hernandez, AR1, Mariano Mendez, AR2, James Miko, and the fourth official, Josh Encarnacion. Ball worked around. Santa Clara, as we said, in the green and white. It's going to be easy to see those numbers out there. We like that. A little bit tougher maybe to pick up the red on blue, but we'll give you the names and as much as we can to help you out. Again, we're in the Shields Soccer Complex, Overland Park, Kansas, the geographical center of the United States. Also this week, I would say the Soccer Center. If you're in youth soccer, maybe in any soccer here in the United States, this will be the center of action all week. Ball headed out there, a little action around the keeper for Arlington. Look down there to see number 37, Jonathan Lee, in the goal wearing yellow. And already looking at a ball that will be taken over the corner. A set piece here that will be coming from the far side. So if it's a corner from the near side, the sun could be a factor. Putting it in play will be Diego Baca. As we hear celebrations already taking place around the stadium and the complex here, Shields Soccer Complex. That one's low, and it will be a goal kick here. It will be Lee putting it in play. Let's look at the starters for the two teams now that we've cleared the danger zone there for Arlington and the opportunity for Santa Clara. The starters, number 2 for Arlington, Matt Goodwin. Number 5, wearing the captain's band, Garrett Ross. 13, James Kennedy. Jorge Dickens wearing number 19. Number 20, Kyle Burbage had a goal against the Michigan Jaguars. Number 21, Ahmed Mohammed. Number 22 is Josh Morabel. Wearing number 30, Joseph Core had the 3 goals against Oklahoma team. Nicholas Pine, number 35, Jonathan Lee, 37, and Jonah Garufi wearing number 53. Waiting the ball to come back, and the fourth official will toss one out. That ball sitting out on field number 2. So they will retrieve that. I wonder, it's interesting, no one over there to throw it back right now. So the second ball retrieved. Ball sent in. Working it back there. Garufi now sending it around. Sends it toward the corner. Cleared away by the defense. And there's another ball bound for field 2. I don't know if we've had 2 over there at the same time, but been here all week. And look at the starters now for Santa Clara. Wearing 0 in the keeper position. Checking the black jersey. Black, pretty much the entire uniform. In goal, 0, Anthony Flores. There's a ball sent in. It'll be off to the left. Foot put into that one. Trying to give you the number here as he trots back. That's number 21, Ahmed Mohammed. See some equipment changes coming off here. And that's completed. Don't know if that was on camera, but that was an interesting equipment maneuver there by number 7, Noah Robertson. He's next on our starter list. Just so happens to be there. Starting also number 9, Miles Thomas. Had a goal in this week-long preliminary set. Diego Baca wearing number 10. We mentioned him. Cole Pond, 11. Tate Hackett, number 13. James Garlick, 20. Wearing number 22, Marcus Tyler Stevenson. Marcus Stevenson had a goal as well. Hugo Blanco, number 25, Abraham Ramirez, number 28, and Jason Gonzalez, number 32. Once again, the keeper wearing 0 in black, Anthony Flores. Ball worked down again. Santa Clara trying to get something going. Ball sent near the top of the box, now cleared by the defense, now toward midfield. Working up there was Hackett. Sends it in now with some space. Nice through ball there, nice low. This field an artificial turf. It's very true to the bounce. A little wet right now. You might get some skipping on a ball that's a little bit above as it bounces. Might skip a little bit as on the far side, Morabel working with it. Picked up there defensively, gets it to a teammate. Now back to the defense, Garrett Ross. Garrett Ross, middle back. And that ball deep and headed by the defense, but then settled again by Arlington. Santa Clara now with it. Sending it to the far side, reversing field. Number 25 working it up, that's Blanco. Blanco Alva. Ball on the far side as you see the fans. And these two teams really have come together from the far ends of the country, so not quite as many fans as you would see in maybe a team from Texas, Missouri. We had St. Louis out here, some of the more local flavor, but these two teams from California and from Virginia, welcome as you're watching with us. As you said, out in California, maybe you're used to the early hours and East Coast television productions, but in this case, soccer coming to you very early this morning. That one's stolen away, coming back the other way, a little leather larceny, sending it to the corner. That's going to be Baca. Baca works it down. Will it be that will be a goal kick. Trying to work it down there possibly for a corner. That nice steal there by Gonzalez, Jason Gonzalez. We put in play here by Jonathan Lee. Lee in the yellow jersey once again, black shorts, red number on the back, number 37. 104 teams here fighting for 14 trophies. So 104 teams from across the fruited plains, and this is a beautiful location, Overland Park here in Kansas. The Shields Complex featuring between 15 and 18 soccer fields, and now this one, field number 3 on the edge of the complex. As you look around, you see the trees in the background, a golf course as well. Ball batted around here, midfield. Santa Clara Sporting, they featuring the stripes of white and green. Ball on the far side. That ball sent in, works its way through, goes all the way through, finds its way to teammate there. Now played by Pond, he'll send it in, shading their eyes. That ball was coming right out of the sun. And the player on the far side looks like that's number 25 over there, Blanco Alva. Trying to work with, got away from him, and played forward by Pine. And a whistle coming back the other way. Once again, the head official, Hector Hernandez. Ball floating in, headed back toward the top of the box. Working hard in there and getting that Robertson. Noah Robertson wearing number 7. Rushing up there, Miles Thomas. Ball into the box, headed by the defense. Looks like Cole again. Or excuse me, Garrett Ross. Ball headed around again. Let's see if it's going to be free. It is loose, and boy, oh boy, the whistle went off. Thought it might be a high boot there as we had number 7, that's Robertson. Came down and maybe that was maybe he was the culprit with the foul. So a little conflict here with the referee. Ball found its way into the net after the whistle. That's why the discussion, I believe. So ball sent back. That ball sent deep, fighting in there. Hustling in is Robertson. He'll come up with it, fighting up there with Ross. Now brings it back out. That ball headed and high pointing it, bringing it down. Nice save there by Lee. But in the end, good job there by Santa Clara. And ball rolling across, played there by number 21, Ahmed Muhammad. He's kind of listening into the comments from Coach as he had some thoughts about the play that had just taken place. So here we go, ball on the far side. A lot of jousting now. Little space, fighting through, working with speed. And this is going to be like a foul there. Let's see if there will be a booking. Not, feels like there might be a little discussion. Ball put in play here as the foul called on Miles Thomas. Discussion there with him, and now take it back the other way. Here we go, putting it in play. Arlington. Send it toward the top of the box. A line of players right there at the top. Here it comes. High ball right around the head of the defenders. Ball given a strike there, but now cleared away. High ball midfield. Ball sent down. It's going to be a race here. Now sent toward the corner. Here comes Robertson again. He works in. Nice tackle there. Now it's going to be Gonzalez. Send it back out to Garlick. Garlick over to Miles Thomas. To the corner. Nice ball. See if they can chase it down. Nice little pickpocket there. Sent in. And a shot that is scooped up by Lee. But once again, Santa Clara putting the pressure. Lee will now put it in play. Ball sent out. Nice ball there. Near midfield headed, but the wrong direction for Santa Clara. Ball taken away. Good job here by these midfielders. Fighting back and forth. A lot of contact there. Now it's going to be, looks like Ross who will toss it in. Possibly Garufi. Looks like Garufi will be the honors, get the honors here to toss it in. Here we go, tossing it in. That one headed just out. It'll be another toss in, a little bit further up the pitch. And waiting there for Garufi. He will be the designated thrower. And that one goes right back out. Tried to hit it right back. That was Muhammad, but it gets away. That ball will trail over to the other side. Here we go now. A toss in and tracking that ball down. And so far it looks as if the Santa Clara team putting the pressure on. Robertson, the captain here with the captain's band, getting inside a couple of times. He'll draw a lot of attention. Ball headed around. Ross, that one blocked as Ross trying to get it forward. Blocked down by number 10, Baca. Toss in once again. There's the throw in from Garufi once again. Into Muhammad. Little collision there. Now working forward. Working up there is Core. Nice tackle there. Good job defensively by Ramirez. It's into the far side. Morabel. That ball sent in. Had some pace on it, taking down one of the defenders. Now it sends forward. It's 2v2 here. If they can get the ball, it's going to be right along the edge. And that will be deflected. Looks like it'll be a corner. And it shouldn't be a problem as far as the sun goes. We've seen this Santa Clara team put some pressure on Lee. On the other side, really, for the keeper, Flores, has not really been tested thus far. So here we go. shading his eyes on the far side. I believe that was number 25 over there, Blanco Alva, putting it in play. Well, it was not. He's out here in the midfield, so that one gets a little bit long and safe for Arlington as it gets cleared. Lee will put it in play. Once again, early morning here, probably around 65, 68 degrees, a little chilly. That ball misses everybody. A little shove here as they work together. Working hard in the back as Pond there. Muhammad working through several players. Lots of contact. Referee right in the middle of it. Ball to Robertson. Robertson turns. Gets knocked down, and this will be a foul. Looked like the foul was on Goodwin. Quickly played to Pond. Pond, left foot, down toward the corner. Good ball. Stays on the line. Now flicked out. A little discussion about that ball. Did it cross the line or not? Garufi ready to throw it in. We can put that on tape and have that as one of our repeat sound bites. Here we go. Ball forward. Headed down. Working it now. Arlington, little rush here. Looking for some numbers. Kennedy with it. Sends it back to the middle. Muhammad seems to be a mainstay there right in the midfield. Try to get it to him again. Goes all the way through. This one to Robertson. Let's see if he's in. Flag's down. He's going to take it to the corner. Got some help in the middle. Takes it a little further outside. Now working it in. And it'll be a goal kick. Robertson thinking he had earned the corner, but the officials saying no, it was a goal kick. That ball will go way off to the side. Lee will chase it down. And the sun slowly rising behind us here. Fans gathering. A few more fans collecting. As we said, the early game here on field number 3, the Shield Soccer Complex. So Garrett Ross puts it in play. Big foot there. Puts it across midfield. Finds the feet of one of his teammates. Get that number for you there. Number 20, Burbage. Burbage with the goal against the Jaguars. As we said, this Arlington team 1-1 tie versus the Jags and a 3-0 victory over OK Energy. OK Energy, a team that defeated Santa Clara. You can't really base a lot on that, but common opponent there as they work through the thing. And then both teams tied the Jaguars out of Michigan. Working across, Garufi now. Sends it back out front, a little bit of space. Pretty good pressure here put on by Santa Clara whenever the ball is received, and a ball sent forward, but Robertson had gotten stuck in the middle, so there was no real run. But you can see Santa Clara, when they get a ball and they can put forward, they will put that long ball, hoping to hit one of the forwards on the run. Arlington now spinning, working it. That was Goodwin. Sends it in. Defense there. They'll let it go on through, and for one of the first times we call the name of Anthony Flores. Pretty good sign for the defense if you're not calling the keeper's name very often. That one's sent out by Garufi. Right over here near the scorer's tent. Tossed down by Pond. Kneed out of there by Garufi. Ball sent forward. Robertson heads it down. Nice job there by Baca. He'll turn, send it, changes up the pitch, sends it all the way across to Blanco Alva. And right back in, headed by Ross. Big, tall defender, and he's got some height to get up there and get those. So a little, always interesting to hear the conversations between the coaches and the officials. So If you hear a pause on my part, it's probably I'm just trying to listen in a little bit to hear the conversation, and sometimes I can pass that on, sometimes I can't. So Santa Clara getting ready to line it up. Back in the back, bringing it up toward the front, headed right back again. And a good hustle there. And there's a ball sent toward number 20 on the far side, Burbage, but it's headed away by the defense. A lot of back and forth right now, as we say, a lot of action, but very little possession. In the last few moments anyway. Had some good rushes early on. There's the whistle. It'll be played from the turf, as we said, artificial turf that is very true to the bounce. Ball sent forward there. Believe that was Hackett, far side, working with it. Ball goes off of Santa Clara, so it'll be a toss in right there. Looks like Maribel will do the honors on the far side. Garufi tends to be the default here on the near side. Ball sent toward midfield. Little battle there. Won nicely, chested down. Ball sent across, working it up is Kennedy. Kennedy, a little sandwich there, and they says play on. Both coaches campaigning for those calls. Ball down and sent forward. See if Robertson can get to it. Ross, nice header, getting it away from Robertson. He's the dangerous one, it seems, in many ways. He works with it there. He's drawing the attention now of 2 or 3 of the blue shirts. Blanco Alva gets it forward, taken away by the defense. Coming the other way, a low ball. Little joust there for it. And sent to the near side, but not far enough. Sent right back in. Robertson there, but couldn't get a foot on it. And gives a thumbs up for a nice pass forward. A little service in near the top of the box. Lee now will decide where he wants to go with it. Put the foot into it. Clears midfield. Back in the back there, Joseph Core, as we mentioned, with the 3 goals. He's very active and drawing a lot of attention, as he should. Robertson drawing a lot of attention from the defenders in blue shirts. Core drawing a lot of attention from the green and white. And that's going to be a foul on Hackett. And once again, I have to pause and listen to the coaches a little bit to get some of the entertainment and the value of soccer, is hearing that conversation between the coaches and the referees. In this case, they were claiming that the player had backed into the defender who had gone up in the air. So here we go. It's going to be an opportunity here for Arlington. The wall being set up, of course, the 10-yard spacing. It looks like about four green and white shirts there. Little smattering of players on either side. Flores ready, and here comes the ball. It's going to be high and right. That ball put in play by Morabel. Had an opportunity there. You have some options there. Do you send it off to the side, maybe a little decoy, and then send it out short ball, or go for one of the top corners? He went for the top right corner and put a little too much into it. So Flores puts a left foot into it. Nice ball. Ball headed back. Played down there. That's going to be Baca who sends it back. Robertson now comes in. He's going to fight through. Draws a couple of blue shirts, as you would expect. Baca now turns. There's a little back flick. Almost a spectacular shot there. A little back click, and as you see some of the natural abilities coming out of these players, that just had to be total instinct from Stevenson. I believe he was the one that got that little heel click on it. Here comes Core. He'll settle it. Ball now coming forward, drawing a couple of players. Garufi is there. Muhammad as well. Working it forward, that was Gonzalez. Ball sent into the high turf, natural grass. That'll be retrieved slowly. Garufi will be the thrower. Once again, waiting on our first sub. We might have one warming up here off to the side. These players in the third day of a heated preliminary round. So some injuries taking effect. Actually, one of the players for Santa Clara scratched as a starter as he came in with injury this morning. And going up high for that one. That was a nice job there by Thomas. Miles Thomas now working it over towards Stevenson. Ball worked around. Thomas looking, giving some instruction now. Sends it on forward. That will find its way to the defender, Nicholas Pine. Pine now sends it up toward midfield. Thomas gets a little touch on it. Now Cora working with it. Cora, a big guy with a lot of body. He can shield the ball. And the ball sent back Flores. He'll direct traffic. Sends it back over toward Hackett. Flores, left foot, sends it low. Short ball. Now ball sent out and headed forward. Trying to go down the side, but it will trail out Baca there. Diego Baca trying to turn. He had the full attention of the defense. Garrett Ross right there. Muhammad gets a foot on it. There's Core. He got a little click there, as you could hear him verbally with a little bit of pain as he took a little click as he went by. Ball sent to the back there. Pine will send it off to the side. Let's see if it stays in. It does. Working hard over there is Goodwin. Core gets ahead on it. Now settles it. Picking out a target. Gets it over to Goodwin. Goodwin, little space. Closed quickly, however. Now sends it out to Garufi. He's got space. He'll send it in. And across, it's headed away by the defense. Ball that was coming in from the right side. Couple of opportunities. Blue shirts in there. And they'll reverse it again. See if he can get that. Would love to see that again if you're Coach Eddie D'Souza. And the ball will go back to Lee. Santa Clara moving forward slowly to put on the pressure again. A lot of work on the side as these two teams really battling. And there's contact on the far side. Two players going at it, but out behind the ball, so really not seen. There's Core. He'll get it again. Sends it out. That's good job. Call the name now of Dickens. He'll send it out to the side. Slipped away. Kennedy was out on the right side looking for it, but tipped there very strategically by Pond as it goes out. Now to Garufi. He will toss it in. Muhammad takes it toward the middle. Now reverses pitch. Ball sent back in. Now Santa Clara gets a foot on it, but not real purpose except to send it out of danger. I guess that's a pretty good purpose. Think of more purpose if you could get it to a teammate, however. Connect in that way. Playing that one, Dickens. Now Ross sends it in and chested down nicely by Hackett. Little chip pass there, trying to get it forward. Dickens in the mix again. Ball worked out and possession maintained. Good job there by the Santa Clara player. That's Hugo Blanco Alva. And a little joust over there. Coming away with it is Arlington. Ball intended for Core, sent back to Muhammad. Long ball trying to find Joseph Core. He heads it back, hoping that there might be a blue shirt awaiting that ball, but there was not. As you see the stripes there lined up, white and green on the socks and the front of the jerseys for Santa Clara. Here comes the ball up the near side. Working that one down through is Jason Gonzalez. Gonzalez looks, trying to send it in. Headed down, Robertson there with Ross. Ross turns, puts a foot on it. And that one's going to be just off the line, so it'll be a toss in there, probably Garufi. And now the players that have warmed up, ready to go in as substitutes. Here, we'll check our time on the clock. Looking the 31st minute, about the time you would send in sub maybe for the final 15 minutes of this first half. Going in number 15, Jose Alvarado for Arlington. And I believe it was number 21, Zayed Ansari. We'll double check that. Coming in for Santa Clara. And in this case, it will be Ross tossing it in. Gets it to Core. Core playing it back to Ross. Big ball there, trying to get it over to the left side. Reversing pitch. Thomas comes away with it. Going up against number 15, Alvarado, who just checked in. It is Ansari who checked in up in the front. Trying to get some fresh legs on for both squads. One sub in. As we said, right around the 31st, 32nd minute. Thomas now will trot up there, and he will actually be in front of that ball sent in by Hackett. Headed down. Ball sent in. There's the player who just came in, a header from Ansari. That's high and left, but another good opportunity. We've seen opportunities at both ends now. Nice ball there, Pond working that ball in. Garrett Ross does the honors. He'll put it in play. Ball headed back toward Garufi. Sent in toward Dickens. Turning now, Goodwin sends it out to the far side. Working there, Maribel. Maribel working it back. Garufi calling for it, but it's going to go toward Core. He'll head it back. Pond will head it out of there briefly. Now Hackett gets a foot on it, sends it back toward the midfield line. Ball forward, Muhammad with speed, works through some traffic, then suddenly stopped. Dickens tries to send it through. Ball bounding around. Now a little space and some possession. Ball sent forward, and Ansari tries to get a foot on it. Might have been a ball just to let it run and go for it. Easy to say here. Contact there. Garlic will send it right over near the line. Will it go out? Yes, it does. Another substitute getting ready to come in. Headed down by Thomas. Big tumble there. He pays the price, but does the job. Alvarado came in, gets it over to Garufi. Alvarado with the fresh legs. You see him moving down toward the corner. Now draws a couple of green shirts, works his way right through the middle. Finds another green shirt. Ball sent in. Nice one. It's going to be headed down and now sent out here. Pond. We have Thomas, who went down. Not sure the conversation there. He was down on the turf. So the ball will be played, it looks like, right here in front. A long discussion there with official Hernandez. They're going to send that ball back to where they're going to drop the ball right outside the box. There we go. The answer has come. Teixeira will check in. Jason Teixeira, number 2. We got the sub is in. And we have a sub coming in for Thomas as there was a contact to the head area. So he's going to come out. They're going to check to make sure he's okay. Checking in looks like number 5, Javier Leon. And the conversation with the referee is where the possession will take place. And so the referee dealing with not only coaches there. This ball will be sent back into Flores. Ball will go back to Flores. He'll put it in play. Drops it to the left foot, and we're back at it. A little bit of a delay there, and it'll probably be added time here before the end of the half. Thomas goes out to be checked. Looks like he had Ansari there with a hit to the face. Ball into Flores. He'll play it. Ball back. Robertson way in the air. Ansari chasing it, but Ross is there. Looks like the anchor in the back. He's wearing the captain's band. Ball flicked now toward the far side. Fighting through, who just checked in. That's Leon. And it looks like Ansari still holding his nose. He got hit in the face, checking to make sure it wasn't bleeding. So the ball looks like out. That'll be a whistle and maybe a handball over there, but here we go. Putting it in play. Sun rising, heat going up a little bit as well. Glad you folks have joined us, and we are approaching halftime here, not too far away. There will be some added time, I'm sure, with the couple of injuries. Also the subs, not many subs, just a few substitutes sprinkling in. Little take a breath here as the players catch their breaths. Catch their breath, and they will be ready to go back at it. It has been a hard-fought battle. Still waiting for the first ball to cross the goal line. Ball on the far side. Core, left foot, cross in. It's going to be cleared, and you know you couldn't let that ball go through. There might have been a blue shirt awaiting, but it now will be a corner. And it looks like Alvarado going over there to put it in play. And looks like we've got the injury. Again, as we see, I'm sorry, I think he got hit earlier in the face area. And looks like he's okay. Had to just make sure that there was no bleeding from the nose. I think that was his concern. Here's the ball. High, hard one. It's right around eye level. Batted down by Flores initially. Now back out. Batted back. Here comes Robertson with speed. He's going to be fighting for it, and he gets through. So the official said they foul they called. As hard to comment here, but looked like there was a possibility that Robertson was coming through. Coach asking where the foul was, so the foul is called, and here comes the ball in from Ross. Ball down, here we go. Santa Clara trying to get it through. Nice job by Muhammad to block that one. Little slippage. First time I've seen a player really slip on this turf. And Garufi now works it to Dickens, right back. And the defense there of the substitute Teixeira clicks it out. So Robinson frustrated as he felt he had a breakaway. And if we go back and think about that, the little foul that was called, the defender going down and the referee making the judgment that the contact sent the defender to the turf. Nice tackle on the far side by Diego Baca. Ball will be tossed in over there by Morabel. Core working a little further out to the side now. He's out on the left side, working it down the side. Turns, sends it back up to where there's some space. Back to the front, Muhammad. Muhammad working it out, space. There's a ball sent in. And Pond will push it on out. The coach is reminding the players that they will talk to the officials. Ball the near side. Looks like they will be tossing one in as Garufi looks like he'll chase it down. Once again, ball gets free. And a game on the pitch right next to us. Looks like they're already at halftime. A younger group checking their time in the 41st minute. Tossed in. And ball sent deep and fighting through, trying to go for it. Good job by the defense on that play from Nicholas Pine. That ball comes across right up toward our camera folks, which we want to say thank you to them for their work, but a little dangerous up there on the scaffolding. And waiting for the ball to come in. Nicholas Pond will do the honors to toss it in, and the substitute ready to go in. Number 8 is Gabe Miranda. Miranda will check in. He'll be coming in for Kennedy. So now we're ready to go again. There's the whistle and the toss. Pond ready to toss it in right in front of the Arlington bench. And that ball just out. Be tossed again. Pond ready to toss it in again. See if he does try to throw it in deep. Coach is warning for that. Chase Brueggemann, the assistant coach to Eddie D'Souza, reminding the players, get ready. You might have a long toss in there. Nice job there by number 15, Alvarado, shielding the ball, allowing it to go out for the goal kick for Lee. Sends it over to Ross. Ross, he'll put a foot into it. Out near midfield, gets over Core. Here's Alvarado working it in, has the fresh legs. Setting it up now, sends it across. Dickens, shot blocked. Sent back out, Goodwin. Back to Core. Core with left foot, blocked. Working here to the near side. Alvarado slides in for that tackle. That ball sent back. Robertson now. He'll touch it down. Fighting for it. That ball trailing around, and Ross steps up for it. Good job by the defense. Defense being tested on both ends. Looking for a little crease here and there. Here comes the ball, working it in. Number 15, Ricardo Dominguez. Ball outside. Blanco Alva now. Dominguez again, ball sent in. No one there, however, except for the keeper, Lee. He'll scoop it up. So an opportunity once again. As you see, Robertson this time and Dominguez in there trying to pick up the other number. That'd be Stevenson. Ball bounding around. Core is there. He's got it. Got possession, taking it down toward the corner. Sends it in with the left foot. Flicked away, and once again, I'm sure there's communication back there, but really no danger. That ball could have come on through to Flores, but tipped away. That will create a corner. Alvarado will go over there again. He will put it in play. So Alvarado will put it in play. Both teams good opportunities here as we approach the end of this first half, right in the 45th minute. We'll see how much extra time. Referee has his hands full trying to maintain order on the pitch. High ball right near the near post, and that's picked up by Flores very easily. So not much of a danger there. You didn't, probably looking for Joseph Core on that one. That's a high ball, very high. So the ball will be placed here. Could be a quick one. And now they'll trail on down. Sent to the near side. Pond has a little space. Alvarado coming in quickly. Nice ball there, gets loose. And a foul call there. Lee will put it in play. So ball put in. Pond, a very good deliverer of the ball, serving it into the box. We've seen a couple of times where he's put it in there with opportunity. And we've not seen Miles Thomas back yet, being checked by the trainer. Dickens right in the mix. Core now feeds it right back. Ball sent in. Hustling back, and Flores will come out, and he will pick it up, put it in play. We'll see here, we're in an extra minute right now before halftime. Another very high ball. Ball flicked back toward Robertson. So Boeing down the pitch here, near side, working it in. Garufi's there, sent in, now be cleared away. Alvarado looking for opportunity. Pond gets ahead in there to kind of deflect it away. Now sent back toward Garufi. Rufi's forward. Core there. Hackett gets ahead on it. We got a handball here, and just inside the halfway mark and near the halftime mark as well. So trying to get something here before halftime. Both these teams would like to go in with some momentum. Garufi will drop it here. It's about 6 or 8 yards across the midfield line, inside the midfield line. And here it comes. Big ball put up, and Core goes in there and puts a head. Looks like the keeper got the worst of that, Flores. So Core was there. That was a nice ball sent in. Had good opportunity. And that's when the keeper has to be fearless. Joseph Core with 3 goals against Oklahoma squad. So you know he's the player they're looking for on those long balls coming in. Has that opportunity. Ball sent down the far side. Robertson now trying to get in, but Ross there again. Anchors that back line well. Here we go. Robertson work a little give and go. Takes it right back. Trying to work somebody in. Here's a ball on the left. Sent back in the middle. Can't get a foot on it. And the foul outside. Oh, it's coming the other way. And looks like we're going to halftime there as we see both teams fighting hard. Not anybody really with the ball going across the line, so we will see a second half start out clean, 0-0. These two teams will gather with their coaches, get a little inspiration. John Peters, Daniel Reed, our producer, will be back for the second half. Stay with us, whether you're in California or the East Coast, Virginia, Washington, D.C. area. Stay with us here for the second half, usyouthsoccer.org. Proud sponsors AE Engine, Media and Marketing. Also AmericanEagle.com, sponsor of the U.S. Youth National Championship. Bag Tags Incorporated. Target. Also Chipotle Grill, Mexican Grill. Expand a Brand, sponsoring. Also, every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods, sponsors. MLS, proud sponsor. National College Student Athletes, NCSA. Nike, Also a sponsor, Positive Coaching Alliance, better athletes, better people. Another proud sponsor, Premier International Tours. Soccer Shots, another sponsor. Also thanks go out to Sunmade Raisins. Your Petro Shopping Center, TA. United Soccer Coaches, also a proud sponsor. USA Soccer. And Wilson Trophy Company, provider of trophies for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
This tournament, it's great competition. I mean, you just have to work. All these teams belong here. All these teams work to get here.
So the competition was fantastic from start to finish, and when you get to play in a facility like this, it makes it even more worthwhile traveling the 6.5 hours to get here.
sacrificed a lot, time, and like our summer. So I really think that if we keep with that, we'll be on pace for a great time at nationals.
Just an overall great performance. Came out in the second half, was able to close it out and get that regional victory that we wanted.
Benefits of this level are huge. The college exposures, second to none for these guys. They're all able to get recruited and achieve the goals that they want to when they set out to actually sign up to play club sports and make a team. They're able to get those opportunities.
I think having something to play for is a real benefit to these goals, not just showcases, it's competition. Everyone wants to win. You play competitive sports because you want to win.
My name is Tony McManus. We are the 01 Lady Lobos Rush out of Memphis, Tennessee. You know, we were here in the finals last year. Unfortunately, did not finish it out, but that gave us a little bit of motivation going into this year.
It's been crazy, and it's just been like really hard because everybody here is so good, and everybody is good because they win their state cup, and so there are other ways to get in, and so it's been really difficult. But we pushed through it, and we were able to come out on top.
For us, it's a little difficult because we work with a lot of underprivileged kids, kids that can't afford to really play at big clubs. So we're very small. We haven't been around very long. We put in a lot of work with the kids. We pick them up. We've been working with these guys, just try to give them a future, something to look forward to, get them out the streets, put them in a place where they can come and just have fun, meet other kids, and train hard, and just give them a goal, whether it's college or to the next level. So we've been very successful at doing that at this level. So it's been a great process.
All right, welcome back, folks. We're getting ready for the second half. Hard-fought battle in the first, and you can say no score, but these teams really working hard, trying to get that ball across the line, and it's going to be an interesting second half. It'll be a game of adjustments here as both coaches meeting with their teams at halftime, working and trying to figure out what they can utilize and checking to see who's coming out on the pitch. Looks like Flores will still be in goal for Santa Clara. On the other side, Lee will return in his yellow jersey. Looking out here to see the players on the pitch. Looks like Dominguez will start the second half. Baca, also Robertson. Looks like Stevenson, Pond, Hackett. In the back, Ramirez, also Gonzalez, and Blanca Ava. On the other side, you see Garufi Ross working across the back. Also, number 22 there, Maribel. They'll be on this near side. Right here in front of us. Looks like Miranda will stay in there for the second half. Core right there in the middle. Dickens as well. A few other numbers that we can't pick up. Looks like Alvarado will start the second half. Came in as a sub in the first. Sun rising up. Temperature probably now mid-70s. And wherever you are, we hope you're having a good morning. And you got about a 10 or 15 minute break. Maybe had some breakfast or brunch. Now back with us for the second half. I'm not sure the waiting out in the middle. And here's the whistle, and we're off. I think the referee was given the full 15 minutes for halftime. Also in the back there, you see number 35, Pine. Trying to get a through ball there. It's tipped and picked up by Gonzalez, I believe, here on the near side. Coming up against a couple of the blue shirts of Arlington. Dickens was there. Also there, Miranda. And that was Jason Gonzalez sending that ball forward. It'll be tossed in. Looks like, trying to see if that's Pine. Muhammad out there as well, right down the line. Miranda, it's off the head and into the cooler almost. Have to wipe the water off there. Field drying up now. You won't have the funny skips that you might have had earlier. Miranda stays with it, gets it to Muhammad. Now taken away. Sent forward. Robertson fighting forward. Goes against Ross. Let's see if it's going to be a corner. It's going to be a goal kick. And now correction on the side. Originally said goal kick, and that's a corner. Working the ball. It looks like Baca will come over here. Baca will put the ball down there. Let's see what we've got set up here. Obviously, you got a key there in Core, Ross, your taller players on defense trying to disrupt things. Everybody looking into the sun. This is right out of the sun. Here we go. A floater high in the box. It's down on the box. It's shot and blocked. Let's see if it's going to be another corner. It will. And the big difference in this corner is there will be no sun in the equation. But that ball made its way down to the turf. And a couple of opportunities there for Santa Clara early here in the second half. Just in the third minute. And the ball on the far side. Looks like Baca will work it in again. And that one curling in and going up to get it, Lee. So may have squandered an opportunity, but give Lee the credit there for going up and snagging it, bringing that one down. Once again, coming from the Shield Soccer Complex in Overland Park, Kansas. The U.S. Youth National Championships, Youth Soccer National Championships. 14 trophies to be given out. 3,000 athletes, coaches, referees here for the big event. A climax of a whole year of competition through the regional finals, also the National League competition. Teams coming in various ways to qualify to come to this great event. And the ball cleared out far side, and a young lady loses her chair on the far side. Obviously not a defender in her day. But you do not want to be on that front row and not paying attention. Ball worked around. Ball sent forward and now brought back toward Gonzalez. Little pressure coming as Core ever present. That ball deflected now. Robertson. Core now sent it forward. There's Alvarado. He's got speed. And he's going to Hackett talking to the official. Yeah, I believe the other player was the one that received the card. Hackett the one talking to the official as Alvarado draws the foul and the card. This will be a set piece. Robertson got a little cleat action there in the box as well. Referee said play on. So Alvarado, everybody touched tight in the box. Here's the ball coming in, headed by Pond. Defense getting the best of it now, clearing it out briefly. Trying to get around Alvarado, who does have great speed. Ball work there by Maribel. There's Pine. He'll send it forward. Core goes down. Hackett with the foul. So referee with those two famous words, no more. No more. So Garufi will put it in play. Another set piece here. This is going to be another opportunity for Arlington. And Garufi puts a foot in it, bending it in, going up, and collision there. And looked like Core made contact, and now the referee with those words again, no more. Gonzalez brings it up the near side. Works it over to Blanco Alva. Ball worked down near the side. Back in the middle. Try to get it to Core. There's Miranda. He's surrounded by green and white, and they'll send it the other way. Robertson has a great vertical leap. He can get up there with the taller players and toss in there for Arlington. So let's see the player that was involved there. That was Dominguez. I think he was going up against Pine. Muhammad there as well. Pine will go back and get it. Pine now will bring it forward. Gonzalez heads it back in toward Robertson. Settles it. Takes it to his right. Trying to turn. Surrounded by blue jerseys. Send it back out. Here comes a shot. Blocked nicely by the defense. Pond gets a foot in there. And here comes Muhammad. Muhammad with pressure. Alvarado, he's surrounded. And he had a trifecta of green and white jerseys around him. Nice play. Little back click there. And a nutbag to add on. Unbelievable. It's great action, and some of this is so quick. It's just hard to pick up and see. I hope you folks are picking it up as you're watching. There's some tight play here. Core now. He sees some defense that will come to him once again with the hat trick yesterday. So he's going to draw lots and lots of attention. Alvarado also very nifty with the moves. Ball worked down the line. Alvarado right on the line. And not sure, but AR1 says it went across the line. Once again, conversations there between the refs and the coaches. That one goes off Pine. Quick toss toward the corner. Fighting down there, Dominguez. Dominguez working it back in toward Tyler Stevenson. In the corner, can he serve it in? He does. Backside, there's a hit, and it's going to be a try right out of the air. It's going to be a one-timer and a nice ball service into the box across from the right side. That will earn a corner. But going up, trying to get that volley out of midair, that was a tough play. Not add into the fact it was coming out of the sun. Here comes the corner, put in play by Ricardo Dominguez. Everybody lining up. The referee has his hands full trying to maintain order. Here we go, a low ball sent toward Robertson. He lets it go, and the shot. And the ball, Gonzalez thinking it was tipped. The referee disagrees, says it will be a goal kick. An interesting play there, a little decoy from Robertson. Ball goes on through, and Gonzalez, number 32, puts a foot on it. Lee will put it in play here in about the 55th minute of this contest, 10th minute of the second half. Lee, and that's a squandered opportunity as he sends it over. Looked like one of my golf drives, a little hook. Ball headed back, but Gonzalez now will settle it, trying to work it up to teammates. And a good job by the defense, front and back coverage down in that corner. There we go. And a lot of referees out on the field, I notice. Going to work our way over here into the shade a little bit, get a little closer to the action. Ball into the corner, worked over there by Stevenson. And it'll be a corner. Good job earning a corner. And this will be a substitute getting ready to come in for Arlington. James Kennedy, one of these starters. We'll see if it happens after this corner. And again, ball coming out of the sun. This will be Baca. Everybody setting up, this time moving a little different formation. High ball floating in, headed out by Core. Send right back out, and you would imagine it's going to come back in. Core gets it again, and Lee snags it. Joseph Core, double duty there as he helped on both plays to break it up. Now he'll trot back in his forward position. Dickens working his way down as well. Here's a run right down the middle. Gonzalez thwarts it, however, with the header. Ball worked across. Who's going to come up with it? Sent toward Robertson. Little back click. Sent over to number 25. That's Blanco Alva. Far side. Down in the box. Robertson trying to settle it. Noah Robertson. Going to take it back in. There's a ball that goes all the way through. And the foul is called somewhere in there. Was an infraction that will send it the other way. And a sub ready to come in. We mentioned James Kennedy, one of the starters. Looks like he's coming in for Gabe Miranda. Miranda has been in there since the middle, about the 30-minute mark of the first half. So working in a good 25, 30 minutes of action. And the ball sent out of there by Ross. Good header in the middle. Once again, seeing some good leaping abilities by some of these players. Here comes 4 blue shirts rushing up the pitch. Ball at the left, Alvarado. He's got speed. Drew a foul leading to a yellow card a while ago. Now that's sent back out toward Morabel. Sends it in, but finds the feet of the defense. All sent down. And it'll be a throw in here for Santa Clara. The assistant coach working his way over, showing some nifty ability with the feet. So here we go, tossing it in toward the corner once again. Keeping it in, but it will be a goal kick. Just trying to keep the ball in, but got a little pace on it, puts it out. Other players warming up, potentially coming in. Looks like Garrett Ross will be do the honors. Bring it in. A little breeze picking up now, near side to the far side. Maybe helping a little bit left to right as well. That ball gets to Alvarado. You've got Hackett there. Gonzalez now steps back to help. Both with very good speed. Now another defender steps in to help as well. And it'll be a toss in for Arlington. See if it'll be a long toss here. It looks like Morabel will be the one to toss it in. Coming here is going to be Tamba Matia. Originally listed as a starter, dealing with some injuries, and he comes in. Muhammad puts a high ball, back post. Flores comes out, high points it, and pulls it down. Goes up with those neon gloves. You can't miss that. Robertson now going up against Garufi. Robertson looking for options, waiting. Now sending it right to the feet of a defender. There's Kennedy, who just checked in. Ball goes across the line, be brought in there by Pond. Cole Pond has played a good match. There's Dickens. It's stripped away. Ball to the far side, a nice one if it can get to it. It's got some pace on it. It will take it right to the corner. That ball will be brought in. Ball fighting there in the corner, little joust. Let's see if it stays in. It does. Ball sent back post, headed away. Trying to settle it, trying to find a gap where he can put a foot on it. Out of the backside and cleared away. Dickens now has a chance. That's taken away. Working it over. That's ball out front over to Pond. Ramirez sending it over that way. Back to Ramirez. Ramirez, long ball, top of the box. Matias just checked in. He's called for that foul as Core goes down. Excuse me, I'd say Core, that was number 35, Nicholas Pine. Core up here in the front. Trying to get it to him. There's Gonzalez. He settles it nicely. Little chip over Alvarado. Trying to get it into Matias, who comes in. You can see he's banged up, has a Band-Aid or bandage over that his left eye. So you can see that he has a couple battle scars out there. Gonzalez now send it toward the box. It goes off Pine. That'll be another corner. And setting it up. See if it's going to be, once again, Baca who will put it in play. It is, number 10. Defense being set up. Lee directing his troops. Sounds like the Civil War. Here we go. That ball bounding around, still in the box and scooped up by Lee. It was a dangerous moment there, but no one really getting a hard strike. But opportunities coming. They're rare, but we've seen a few, and the keepers have risen to the task each time. Baca heads it in toward Robertson. So the foul called Robertson. And apparently the foul was before. I don't know. I'm not sure where that foul took place. The official backing it up. Ross now puts a big foot in it. Hackett and Core going at it. Gonzalez will track it down. That will go across the end line. And Flores will put it in play. Anthony Flores. Haven't called his name a whole lot, but when we have, he's been effective. Same with Lee. Called his name a little bit more, a few more opportunities for Santa Clara, but Jonathan Lee has risen to the occasion. Ball out near midfield. Dickens climbs the back. And so here we go. Gonzalez, a lot of space. Alvarado tries to, he goes with a little bit of a fake. That opens it up, but the ball with too much pace gets out of play. Bringing it back now is Morabel. He'll toss it in. Pine, Morabel with it. Big foot toward Core. He settles it toward the middle. Dickens, far side. Kennedy, who just checked in, has fresh legs. Out to the right. Core sends it in. Dangerous ball. Still fighting for it, trying to get a avenue of contact. Alvarado now puts it right in the legs of the defender. Stepping out now is Morabel. See if they try to reverse pitch. Morabel. Here's Muhammad. Muhammad, nice nifty work there. And taken away, and a push from Muhammad. And the referee gets another earful from everybody. And there's going to be a yellow card. I'm not sure if that was for the argument afterwards or for the actual foul. But nonetheless, the booking taking place. We'll check the clock here and see where we are time-wise. 65th minute. So Muhammad drawing that card. Ball in the back, working it past Joseph Core, now sending it forward. Defense there, slips by. One of those balls coming toward one of the players, gets occupied with the defender, and it will go right on by. Kennedy on the far side, working through traffic. Ball will go out, toss in there for Arlington. Arlington out of Northern Virginia, around the Washington, D.C. area. Of course, Santa Clara in the Southern California. Here's the toss in. Nice settle there by Kennedy, I believe, over there. Core over the same over there as well. Kennedy gets it back. Actually, that's Garufi in there. Ball on the far side, cleared away, right through the crease of the goal. Boy, oh boy, had Dickens and Alvarado, and cleared away there by Blanco Alva as well as Gonzalez. So putting it in, this sun could be a factor on this one. A good opportunity. Alvarado will put it in play. Jose with the hand up, right foot, back post, high and deep, headed by Core. It fell away from Flores briefly and then cleared by one of the defenders. Garrett Ross tries to send it back in, blocked by Mattia. And so Mattia fairly fresh, did not play in the first half, was originally scheduled to start, scratched there due to injury, and you can see the battle scars as he's out there. But now in there, fairly fresh. And that'll be a toss in for Santa Clara. Interesting talking with these two coaches early here this morning, getting here around 6:15 or so. And all the coaches being very positive with their teams, working hard, challenging them to improve, what you like to see. Fighting every chance they get for their team and their guys. Garufi now sends it out to Alvarado. He's doubled up. And a handball there will be called, and that's a quick one. And it'll be a PK. Unfortunately, that ball bouncing up for Santa Clara, unfortunately bouncing into the hands of Gonzalez. And now a yellow card given to Flores. And he has a few more words for the official. So here's the PK will be given. Let's see who's going to take it. Looks like Alvarado, the player who's lining up. So Tony Flores, he'll be tested. So Alvarado, the whistle. Here he comes. And it's blocked away. And the flag goes up that he may have come off the line too soon. And they're going to talk about it. And I don't know that it's the AR2. And the referee comes back out and will give him another kick. Something that we saw. And a discussion will continue. And so Flores will take it again, and we'll see if Alvarado will go in the same place. So they're going to check. They may come over to see. They do have a camera set up there. I don't know that they're going to look at the replay on that, and we'll see if we have a replay. So it looks like they're going to go back to it again. This is the second chance. And here we go. Alvarado lines it up again. Will he go the same way? He does. And so the bench over here very upset about the second opportunity given on the penalty kick. In the meantime, celebration for Arlington. And you see Muhammad and the team out there. They are celebrating. Joseph Core, Alvarado with the goal. And so the celebration for the goal. Second opportunity given, however. That'll be the big story right there. Ball sent back there. Pond now works it forward. Mattia. He'll work it up. Mattia working it down the side. He comes in once again after not playing in the first half. Has fairly fresh legs. Ball the Gonzalez now will let it run. Work it up here. It's going to be number 25, Blanco Alva. So it'll be a toss in here right in front of the Santa Clara bench. Tossed in there by Morabel, trying to get back into the action here. Mattia now, he turns, trying to get in the box. And we got a foul outside of the box. It's going to be Mattia who goes down. He's hit. You see the battle scars there. He's got a bandage above that left eye. So coach lecturing his team, Santa Clara side, about letting them talk to the officials. So here we go. It's going to be, once again, Baca will line it up. Number 10, the wall set up. Looks like 4 players there. One of those, you've got Core out there, Muhammad, the taller players. Also Dickens in there. And looks like Morabel. That ball high and over the bar, so an opportunity squandered. So the excitement of that PK and the double chance kind of goes to the wayside a little bit here as we move forward. As you had an opportunity, 73rd minute. Lee will put it in play. Actually, it's going to be Garrett Ross. He'll put it in play. Ross with the captain's badge on his left arm. Sends it out toward midfield. That ball clicked back in. Robertson trying to settle it. And the original call that led to the PK was a handball in the box. And 2 players there. And quick call. The referee saw it immediately. Ball sent forward. Core there. Marked up by Hackett. So Dickens called for the foul. The referee tightening it up a little bit, trying to maintain order. And I tell you, I don't envy the job of the referees with the excitement, the intensity, and also the physicality that you see out here. Here's Gonzalez. Nice job, brought it forward. I think that was Morabel. That one headed forward. Working down is Josh Morabel. And now Muhammad, he'll clear it out. It'll be right in front of the bench for the Arlington squad. Ball thrown back. Had a foul back behind. And Hackett will get the yellow card here. Had his arm wrapped around Core. Looks like it'll be dropped about 10 yards outside the box on the left side. Still, it's score 1-0 in the PK. Arlington scoring. And a few minutes in, probably 10 or 15 minutes into the second half, as the foul of the handball in the box. And the original ball blocked by Flores. Said he was off the line. Called by the assistant referee. Confirmed by the mid-referee. And then the second ball going in. Ball sent down the side. Pond to Robertson. Robertson turns. Works through traffic. Works it on up. And Alvarado clears it away. Opportunity here for Arlington. They've got some numbers. You've got Core. Here comes Kennedy. Feeds it over to Core, but hustling up from behind. Pond is there. Now in the middle. And the ball blocked away. Referee says play on. Gonzalez now. Ball sent forward. Robertson. He'll settle it. And Muhammad, looks like cramp hurt that left leg. And so got a cramp there. So it looks like subs probably be getting ready to come in. And I tell you, we'll step aside here for about 30 seconds. We'll take a quick break while the injury is taken care of. Be right back. And we're back at it. Had to take care of that cramp here on the side. Looks like Muhammad will be fine as he tended to here right at the bench. Ball sent across and headed back by the defense. Working around Kennedy with it. He settles it, gets it to Core. Core turns, left foot, puts it through. It's going to be off to the right, however. So coming in, you've got number 20. That will be Burbage. Scored a goal against the Michigan Jaguars. He steps in. Robertson now with the ball. He turns. Working on the side. Loses it out over there. Muhammad still struggling to regain full strength here on the side. Looked like the cramp hit him right there as he went down for that slide tackle. Kennedy sends it to Dickens. Dickens near side, Alvarado. Alvarado working with it down the near side. Sends it in over to Burbage. Burbage who just checked in. Ball flicked away and sent the other way nicely. Robertson gets a touch on it and so there's the foul called on Robertson. And it will be put in play right at the midfield stripe. Let's see if it's going to be Ross who will put it in play. Has a big foot. He can put it right in the box from here. No problem. Little breeze blowing from the near side to the far side. There's the ball going to the right side of the box. Trying to get it to Core again. He's the main target. Ball sent down. Who will it come to? Mattia chasing after it. Comes up with it. Takes it down low. Stays with it. Shot, it's going to be behind the goal, and Mattia, who's trying to get his legs under him here as he's sat out that first half. So still trying to warm up a little bit. Had the cut or bruise above his left eye bandaged up. So in a way, it just shows the toughness of these soccer players both ways. When you wouldn't be surprised to see Muhammad back out there soon as he works through that cramp. Ball headed back the other way. Morabel. There's Gonzalez. And Dickens with it. Gets it to Alvarado. Robertson steps back. There's Morabel. Morabel turns. Tries to bring it the other way, and he does. Good job there. Hackett gets a foot on it. Worked up into the middle. Little space. Nice job in the back by Pine. Pine gets it back again. Clears it off to the side. Morabel on the line. Sends it forward toward Alvarado. Tough play there, but he bicycles it back. Race for it. Sliding in there nicely was number 28, Ramirez. Coming up, however, is Goodwin. Great play there. Sends it forward. Pond Tries to get it away from the ever-dangerous Joseph Core. Now Goodwin looking for options. Gets it to Core. Core a little play back and forth, and the foul called. It'll be Santa Clara with the kick. Be a toss in. Well, actually, it's on the turf. Foul called. Putting it in play there will be Ramirez. Abraham Ramirez looking for options. He's got Gonzalez. Far side, they're going to let Flores step up to take this ball. The big left foot. That ball headed back. Robertson in the area. Ross goes up. Now Garufi works it toward the corner. And he'll take it on out. It'll be a throw in right there at the flag. Mattia will be the honoree. And they're going to turn it over now to Pond. He will toss it in. Looking at the 81st minute here. Extra time, sure, a couple minutes at least. Now working in Mattia. Take it away. Nice job by the defense. Ramirez now sends it back. Hackett with it. Over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez. Coming up quickly is Burbage. Working it through. Gonzalez continues. And this is Alvarado with the call. And everybody has a little word back to the official after the play. And a ball to the far side. Pond is there. Settled. Sent down toward the corner. Ball in. Cross in there. Lee comes out. A nice play. And Lee stays down. Hopefully he's all right. He's just making sure the ball's secure. Little sigh of relief there to make sure he's okay. Jonathan Lee will toss it in. Brings it into Maribel. He's got all day. Now Robertson closes in. Dickens. He'll turn. Get it to Burbage. Burbage working it around, but surrounded by Santa Clara players. Robertson looking down the line. Trying to get it down toward the corner. It's going to go in the corner. It's going to roll across right there. And it'll be a toss in. Let's see who does the honors on this side. Looks like maybe Pine who goes over to the ball. Yes, he will toss it in. Number 35, Nicholas Pine. Ball headed toward the box. Now cleared back out. Throw in right in front of the Santa Clara bench. And to be careful getting on the cement there with the cleats. And here we go. Toss toward the corner. Core shielding, getting the ball. Nice job. Ball worked the other way now. That's going to be Ramirez. Gets it to Robertson. Robertson looking outside. That's Blanco Alva. Sends it back in. Robertson. That ball clicked away. And it's a long ball that will get into safe territory for Arlington. Pond will retrieve it. Tries to send it back down the pitch. Kennedy on defense. Baca over there. He's double teamed and Garufa takes it away. Little larceny on the far side and brings it back up. Core is there. Let's see if he can maintain possession on the side. Now he'll turn, bring it back toward the middle. Has some space. Rare for him as he usually draws a lot of defenders. Some numbers right now, and you see the defenders for Santa Clara looking a little bit winded. That one tipped out nicely there by Gonzalez. Maybe earn some time, get some time for his teammates to regather their strength. Sub getting ready to come in. Joel Silva. And it looks like stepping off will be, I believe that's Blanco Alva. Ball coming down. Just stepping in, Silva. And it'll be a toss in right here. Gonzalez actually going the other way, Arlington. Mattia will work his way back to help out. Robertson really the only player forward for Santa Clara. And this is going to be a set piece with some good potential as you have Dickens and Core in there. Good height. Mattia coming back to help out on defense, as we said. Ball floating in from the side. High pointing it is Flores. He gets that, and now he'll send it on out. Gets that ball way up, and let's see who comes up with it. Little flip here to the side. Gonzalez now sends it down the side. Fresh legs in with Silva. He'll work it down, and it's going to be a nice job by the defender. Morabel goes off the Santa Clara player. Goes off Silva, so it'll be a toss in right there for the Arlington Blue. Looks like about the 86th minute. Ball bounding around. And a high boot there, and that will be a opportunity again for Santa Clara. The wall will be set up, I'm sure. Jonathan Lee already talking to his defense how he wants it set up. He's getting them lined up exactly where he wants them to be. And so ball top left corner, and boy, Jonathan Lee goes up for a well-placed shot. So Pond gets a little water out here. Fourth official on the side, Josh Encarnacion, not real happy of how that happened. Ball the other side. Here comes the hustle of Burbage. He's got fresh legs. He's hustling down there. Got the ball on the side. Sends it right in the middle. There's a shot up and over, but a nice combination between Burbage and Dickens, and the coach is very happy with that play. Jorge Dickens getting the right kick. Coach Brueggemann talking to him about how to get that ball a little bit lower to have the opportunity of going in. Good hustle by Ross. He is going to boot it on over to field number 2. We got another ball coming in. So Ross clears it away. Now the quick toss. It's right back in. Silva, left foot in the box. And Lee is there. Lee really stepping up again. As we saw a while ago, a set piece. That free kick was headed toward the top left corner of the goal, and he went right up to snag it down. Ball down. There's Joseph Core. He'll head it in. And referee says play on. Looks like, is it player down, as both sets of fans a little upset. Ball forward, cleared away. That ball bounding out. Silva will chase it down. So bring it back up, as we said, working into the 88th minute. There'll be extra time, we would imagine. Ball back to Pond. Back and forth they go. Trying to work it in. Splits the defenders. Now the ball taken away, and it will be a toss in for Arlington. Fan very quick to get it back over. Probably a Santa Clara fan standing in the shade of that pole. Here's the toss. Tossing it in. Pond gets ahead on it. Two players going up there nicely. Ball out of the side. Here's a quick toss. Down the side toward Mattia. Who will get there? And that'll be a goal kick. That one goes out the end line. Good job on the defensive side. Working on there, I believe that would have been Nicholas Pine. Nick Pine doing a good job defensively, as well as Morabel. Ross also back there. Looks like 89th minute is concluding. Moving on toward the 90th minute. We'll see how much extra time there is. And so foul is called just outside the circle midfield. So everybody taking a little time to get down the pitch. Ball settled. And there's Garufi. He puts it over to the left side, headed by Gonzalez settled here, working it forward, trying to get it to Silva. Ball sent on up toward Mattia. Tries to get it back to his teammate, but gets past. That was Garlick, the intended receiver. Working it through, good speed. Ball on the side. They might work it to the corner. Dickens sends it in. They'll just have a little possession here out front. Alvarado takes a whack, and that would have been a ball that you would rather keep. And it will be a Flores now will be able to send it out. 4 minutes coming up, extra time, minimum of 4 minutes. Mattia gets it in there. Let's see if it's going to be cleared away. Nice job by the defense. Hackett, excuse me. Robertson gets a foot on it. Ball sent to Gonzalez. Nice job by Alvarado. Breaks it up. Ball sent in, trying to work it forward. Silva, the sub, comes in. Working on it. And now coming forward, Dickens. Goals are important here because of the goal differential. That could be a matter of semifinals or not. So it looks like they will continue to try to score. Here comes Mattia working through traffic. Puts a shot on it, and Lee is there. Strike with the left foot. Didn't get much on it, however. So we're in the early part of the second minute of extra time. Full time has elapsed. Extra time is rolling. Lee puts it out. Core. Hackett now. Looks like he'll probably send it back toward Flores. He'll settle it. Now put it out over midfield. And another high ball. Let's see if that one makes it all the way in. It's going to be headed back toward Flores. He'll be able to boot this one away. Everybody's shaping up at the midfield, expecting this ball. Here it comes. Headed back toward Robertson. Lost it. Had an opportunity and frustrated. Ross now clearing it away over and over. Dickens fighting. And so you see Core admonishing his own team. Why foul at this point? Lee goes down, stays on it to secure it. Time running. We're at the 93rd minute now. 3 minutes into extra time. Ball headed down. Here comes the hustle for the ball. Headed down briefly. Alvarado, who has come in as a sub and played the entire remainder of this match and done an outstanding job, has the goal on a PK as well. Alvarado working down the left side with those white boots. Now bringing it back out front. Dickens, space. Nice ball there. Nice slide to tap it away. Pond turns, looks for options. Sends it to the side. Nobody there, however. And he rests there momentarily. Assistant referee asking them to speed it up a little bit. And we're in the 4th minute of extra time. Referee says a minimum 4. That ball sent in. There's a race to the ball. Sent back the other way. And again, that's taking precious seconds off the clock for Arlington. Good play there. Now trying to bring it back is Gonzalez. Gonzalez sending it up. Does it get loose? Robertson's there, but Lee comes out and he will snag it. And that could be sending us to the full time. Let's see if we can, how much time is left. All dependent on the referee out in the middle. Core goes up. And a header from Core. Looks like his head hit with Hackett, and a good display of sportsmanship afterward as they give each other a quick handshake. Should be right about getting close here, folks. Arlington trying to hang on. Not much more time. That ball comes out toward Pond. He'll try to send it back in. He will, but it's going to be too late as the whistle goes. Coach Eddie D'Souza and his squad will celebrate, and that surely will lock them in for the semifinals here at the national championships. It's a 1-0 victory. Arlington over Santa Clara. You see it right there. Thank you, folks, for joining us. A hard-fought battle, but the PK put in by number 15, Jose Alvarado, the winning goal, and that will send them into Saturday's contest. Check out usyouthsoccer.org to get the updates. And once again, thank you for joining us. John Peters here. Our producer, Daniel Reed, will be back soon. Join us later on this weekend, semifinals on usyouthsoccer.org. Proud sponsors AE Engine, Media and Marketing. Also AmericanEagle.com, sponsor of the U.S. Youth National Championship. Bag Tags Incorporated, Target. Also Chipotle Grill, Mexican Grill. Expand a Brand, sponsoring. Also, every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods, sponsors. MLS, proud sponsor. National College Student Athletes,